Hi all, this is Bonnie. I'm coming to you from CBRC this morning, ready to give you a Hatha yoga class. Full disclosure, I've never taped a class before, so maybe a little bit of fun. Maybe we can laugh together. Maybe you can find some, peace of mind in this crazy time. So with that being said, the theme for the class today is fluidity. So with this craziness right now and us being in house arrest, or maybe quarantine's a better word. In quarantine, the term going with the flow is even more important now than ever. So fluidity is the theme of our class today. Learning to go with the flow in both our mind and our bodies. We'll get some strengthening and stretching in here too, but just learning to handle the situation as best as we can. And so with that being said, let's just get started. So I'm gonna go over to my mat. So just come to a seat on your mat, just in Sukhasana or crisscross position. And you rock back and forth maybe and find those sits bones. Hands on the knees, and then bring your shoulders up, back and down. So we're sitting up nice and tall, the crown is lifted. And we're just gonna take a breath. We're here on our mats, which is the most important thing. So slightly tuck your chin and close your eyes. Your hands can be wherever is comfortable and natural for you. And just pausing here, we're actually going to bring in our world a little bit closer. I know we're quarantined or we're already in close quarters, but just bring your awareness to your immediate surroundings. Maybe you're feeling where your body is contacting the floor. Maybe you're feeling your hands resting on your knees. Maybe you're noticing some sounds in your house. Maybe some aromas, some smells. And then maybe you're noticing where your breath is. Do you feel the rise in your chest or your belly? You're just noticing, you're not trying to change it right now. This is mindfulness. This is bringing our awareness nice and tight to where we are right now. And letting the outside world just stay outside for just a moment. On your next breath, inhaling through the nose, fill the belly full of air. Feel the belly rise with the breath. Hold, open your mouth, let it out. And again, inhale through the nose, filling the belly full of air. Hold briefly, open your mouth, sigh it out. Relax the shoulders, find any movement here. Always find movement when it feels good to move. And then opening your eyes, bringing your gaze back to center and your hands to heart. Opening with some movement and breath, our flow, our fluidity, mindful movement. So on your next inhale, reach up, look up, and exhale, bring your hands back to heart. Tuck your chin, stretching the back of the neck. Inhale, look up and reach. And exhale, back down, hands come to heart. And again, inhale, look up, reach. And exhale, back down. Holding here, just pausing. Stretching the back of the neck. then bringing your gaze back to center, reaching your hands straight out in front of you, palms face. Again, with the breath. On your next inhale, open the right arm. And exhale, bring it back. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Smooth and graceful. Inhale, open. Fluid. And exhale, close. Inhale, open. And close. One more time on the right. Inhaling, open. And exhaling, closed. Last time on the left. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Beautiful. Bringing your hands behind you. Walking your fingertips behind you. I know you can't see, but my little pinkies are touching. I'm going to roll our shoulders back and open the chest, looking up. Stretching through the pectoral muscles, the chest. Stretching the throat. Find a breath here. And then release. Bring your legs straight out in front of you. Fingertips just by your side for now. And then from here, we'll engage the quads. So we're pushing the backs of our knees into the floor, squeezing those quads, lifting the heels off the floor. Don't think you can see my heels, but my heels are lifted off the floor. Tight legs. Sit up tall and inhale your arms up, look up, and just hold here for 5, 4, keep squeezing those quads, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Bring that right foot up onto the floor next to the left thigh. Reach around with that left arm and twist to the right. The back hand can be a little kickstand, or you can just reach around and use your core muscles to keep you nice and tight and tall and twisted. Relax the shoulders. And then release slowly, just lowering that right knee to the floor in a half butterfly. So the bottom of the right foot is right next to the left thigh. We're just going to walk our fingertips down towards our left foot. And just pausing here to stretch the back. And as you loosen up, maybe walking those fingertips just a little bit more, folding over that left thigh. And walking your fingertips back. Left fingertips to the earth, right arm lifts, side bending over to the left. And from here, take that right knee and push it towards the floor. So you get one long line from the knee up the side body, all the way through the fingertips. And then back up. Nice, release that right leg back out long in Dandasana, setting up for our second set of nice tall Dandasana, squeezing those quads, pushing the backs of the knees into the floor, lifting those heels off the ground. Sitting up tall, inhale your arms up, look up and reach. Squeeze those quads for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands down, bring that left foot up. And with that right arm, grab that left knee and twist to the left. Again, that backhand can either be a little kickstand to hold you up, or you can reach around for a little bind. Sitting up tall, maybe closing the eyes. Releasing, opening that left leg into a half butterfly, and then walking our fingertips down the right leg. Chest is towards that thigh. And then maybe walking those fingertips just a little bit more, deepening the stretch. And then back up to a full seat. Right fingertips to the side, left arm lifts, and side bend over to the right, pushing that left knee to the floor, really elongating through that side body. Keep pushing that left knee to the floor. And then back up. Beautiful. Bring both feet together for a butterfly, Baddha Konasana, bound angle. So the bottoms of the feet are together, the knees are wide, and we're pushing them down towards the floor. So grabbing hold of your feet, maybe taking your elbows, pushing on the low legs, keeping your back straight. So our chest is still lifted, we're hinging at the hips, and just pausing here to open up the inner thigh. I'm a wiggler, I like to wiggle in my moves, so if that feels good to you, just do what feels good. And then from here, just round. So this time bringing your forehead to your knees, so round the spine. And then bring yourself back up. Something a little fun here, we're gonna kind of shift our feet and our weight back to our sacrum for a flying butterfly. So bring that chest up, heels and feet off the ground. Yes, just like that. Beautiful. Flying butterfly. Biceps are engaged, shoulders are engaged, abs are engaged. We're balancing on our tush, our sacrum area. Nice. And then release down. I'm going to shift to the side so you can see me sideways. We'll bring our hands to the back of our thighs, setting up for a boat pose, walking our feet back. When we're back to our sacrum, we're lifting our feet up so that our shins are parallel to the floor. And then if you'd like to stay here and keep that chest lifted, stay here. Or you can bring your arms, palms up, out to your side, keeping that chest lifted, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach behind the knees, round the spine, and roll back to your back for Uttanasana, knees into your chest. Finding any movement here that feels good. Again, moving however your body feels like moving. Give your knees one last hug. Then we'll bring our legs long onto the mat. Arms will reach overhead. Setting up for some roll-ups as fluidly as you can. Lift those fingertips up towards the ceiling. And then slowly start to lift the chest and the head up. And then reach over past the toes, holding here. And then slowly lowering back down, smoothly and fluidly as possible. Reaching your arms back overhead. 2 more times. Reach the arms up. Start to lift chest and head. Reach past the toes, stretching forward. And then bring yourself back. Nice and slowly. Arms reach overhead. Last time. Lift those fingertips up. And lift. Reach past those toes. And then come back. Beautiful. Come on through to your hands and knees. Setting up with the tabletop here. So your knees are right in line with your hips, wrists in line with your shoulders. Fingertips are spread wide on the mat. You're scooping out that belly. So we're not sagging here, we're scooping it out, tucking the tail. Engage those abs. From here, we're setting up for some hip circles. So keeping your abs nice and pulled in, drop your hips over to the right, and then down towards the feet. Up towards the left side, and then forward. You got it. Over to the right, nice and fluid and controlled. To the left, and forward. One more time this way, over to the right, to the left, and forward. Now we'll reverse the circle. So this time we're dropping our hips over to the left, and down, to the right, and up, left. You got it. 2 more circles on your own here. Just enjoy moving through space. Closing the eyes and just enjoy being fluid. And then once you're back at the top, finding any movement you need. From here, we'll extend our right toes out behind, slide them behind the left foot, and look over the left shoulder. Big side stretch. Keep pushing out of that right hand. And then bring it back, replace the knee. Left side, so slide the left toes out. Behind the right, look over the right shoulder. Keep pushing out of your hands, don't sink down. And release. Nicely done. A little bit of shoulder movement next. Right hand reaches out towards the side. On your next inhale, lift. And as you exhale, thread it under. Release that shoulder to the ground. Inhale up. And exhale, slide it through. Inhale, open. And exhale through. Pausing here. Resting your head, if you can. And then coming back to tabletop. Left side, left arm comes out to the side, pushing through that right hand still. On your next inhale, lift. And as you exhale, thread it through, lowering your head and shoulder. Inhale, lift. And exhale, thread it through. Inhale, lift. And exhale, thread. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, thread and hold, lowering your head. If you can, keeping your hips high. And then coming back to tabletop. Need a little drink, grab a drink whenever you need. From tabletop here, we'll slide our right toes out, turn to the side of that foot and lift our right arm up to the ceiling for a supported side plank. So just lifting here, lots of energy in those fingertips. And then from here, we'll create a rainbow. So take that right hand, palm faces down, and reach towards the ground. So your body becomes a large rainbow, really stretching from the foot all the way to the fingertips. And then bring your hand back up to 12 o'clock, this time lifting that foot. So now we're in a star. So we're rainbows and stars today. So star pose here. Lots of energy in those fingertips. Let's find a rainbow. Stretching that side. And a star. Lifting, flexing that foot. Nice. Rainbow. And back to star. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything back to tabletop. Send your hips back for a little seed, resting your forehead on the mat. Just relaxing your arms. Maybe they come right alongside your body. Slowly coming back up, setting up for the other side. Rainbows and stars it is. Sliding those left toes out, turning, lifting. Sorry for my back here, but you get it. Reaching with that left hand up. And then taking that hand and creating that rainbow on the left side body. So really reach with that left hand. Really stretch that side body. And bring that hand back up to center. Next, lift that leg to a star. Nice. Let's find a rainbow. Back to a star. Rainbow. And star. Holding here for 5. Reach with that hand. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing everything down. Finding that little seed, hips to heels. Releasing your hands and pausing. to your tabletop. Scoop out that low belly. Fingers are spread wide. Belly is in, tail is tucked. From here, we'll tuck those toes, pushing through the base of your hand, through the toes. Lift your knees off the mat to hover. Your belly is still scooped out, nice and strong. Shaking is fine. Keep pushing out through the hands and shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lift the hips even higher and come into your first down dog. Making any adjustments you need. Fingers are still spread wide. Bringing our heart towards our thighs. Maybe coming up on the tippy toes. What does that feel like? And then release your foot back to the earth. What's it feel like to bend the knees? Pushing through the hands. And then lifting. Maybe you're really rocking those hips side to side. It's our first down dog. Play with it. Nicely done. Bend your knees, look forward. Take as many steps as you need to the top of your mat. Widen the feet to the edges of the mat. Grab your elbows, bend your knees, and just hang and ragdoll. Maybe your chest is touching your thighs. Maybe you're not there today. Release the head, say yes and no. Maybe you're swaying side to side. Your movement, your body. Bring your hands to the ground, to the mat, straighten the legs and start walking your feet back to underneath your hips. Forward fold, Uttanasana. As you're ready, inhale your arms up, look up and reach. Urdhva Hastasana, let's greet the sun. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. So your half lift is a nice flat back, reaching down to the ground. You could do half lift this way as well. Today we're just reaching to the ground, flat back, nice and strong. Exhale, fold. With as much fluidity as possible, inhale your arms up. Look up and reach. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale your arms up, looking forward. Arms come straight out in front of you. Squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward. So you're nice and strong. Hips forward, squeeze through the legs, arms out in front. So your bottom half is very, very strong. Setting up for some arm sweeps with the breath. So on your next inhale, open. And exhale, close. Open. And close. 2 more times on your own. Last time. Keeping your arms arms here, palms down to the ground. Sink it down for chair. So the weight is in your heels. Your toes should be lifted. Palms can be down, palms can be facing. Tuck that tail. Don't stick your tush out. Tuck the tail. Protect that low back. See if you can lift those toes. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rise and forward fold. Pausing in your forward fold, grab a drink, whatever you need. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step that right foot back, drop the knee, low lunge. Left ankle and knee are in a line, right knee is behind the hip. As you're ready, inhaling your arms up, look up and back, slight back bend. Bring that right hip point forward, squaring your hips. And then bring your hands out in front. Arm sweeps for 2 on each side. Inhale, open, a little bit of a balance. Exhale, close. Inhale, open, and close. Last time. Nice. Bring your hands to the inside of that left foot. Plant your hands. Couple options here. You can keep the knee on the floor, or you can tuck the toes and lift that knee. Reach those left fingertips forward, and then spiral up those fingertips to 12 o'clock. Low lunge twist. Reaching through that left hand, those fingertips, pushing through the right hand. Nice and strong and solid. Maybe you can find some movement in that foot, back foot. And then release that hand back to the inside of the foot. You can drop that knee if you need, or just shimmy that left foot back, finding a plank. Nice and strong here in plank, engaging the quads, the glutes, pushing through the palms of your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips up, down dog. Find any movement. It's okay to move in my class. Move. What feels good? Bend your knees, look forward, take as many steps or hop all the way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Release the head. I don't know about you, but I'm getting sweaty. It's all good. Inhale your arms up. Gaze comes forward. Second set of chair. Sink it down to chair. Hands can come back to here if that's easier for you. Up here engages the shoulders. Again, weight is in the heels. Toes are lifted. Maybe we can pulse it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly push through the heels, rise up, forward fold. Take a breath here, pause. And as you're ready, plant your hands back on the mat, bend your knees, left foot steps back, knee drops, low lunge. Ankle and knee are in a line. As you're ready, lifting those fingertips up. Looking up and back, little back bend. reaching through those fingertips, lots of energy. And then release those hands back to the inside of that foot. Keeping the knee on the mat if you choose, or tuck those left toes, lifting that left knee. So lifted knee, lunge, right fingertips reach forward, and then spirals up to 12 o'clock for a twist. Really push through that left hand, reach with those fingertips in the right. I got the shakes this morning, didn't have my Wheaties. And then bring that right hand back down, and then bring that right foot back for plank. Squeezing the quads, glutes, pushing out through the hands, holding that belly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hips up and back, down dog. Always coming back to your breath. As you're ready, bend those knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Grab your wrists or elbows if you want. Maybe bend the knees, bringing your chest closer to your thighs, and just hang here. Grab a drink if you'd like. Before we move on, releasing your hands. Inhaling your arms up, looking forward. Whoop. Waistband rolled down. Lifting that right heel, slide it back. Find a warrior 2. So the knee and the ankle here on that front foot is in a line. Back leg is straight. Arms are parallel. It's very common for that back arm to drop, so lift it up. And then you're gazing over those front fingertips, feeling fierce this morning. We're fierce. Fierce in fluidity. One more alignment check. Take that back hand and pull it back. We want our heart over our belly button. Oftentimes we find our warrior 2s looking like this. We need to bring it back so that our heart is over our belly button. Nice and strong, hold in that belly. Nice and tight, squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then keeping this front leg bent, we're just going to tip down for a Bikram's triangle. So we're reaching towards the ground with our left hand, reaching up towards the ceiling with our right in a Bikram's triangle. This time let's look down. And then back to warrior 2. Nice. Palms face the ceiling. Setting up for some snowmen. So let's really bring a lunge in that front leg. And then as we inhale, lift, look up and reach, straighten that front leg. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. One more time, nice and fluid. Inhale, down. And lift. Whoops. Little balance challenge. And then back to your warrior 2. Nice job. Take this backhand, sweep it forward, pivot on that back foot, arms come up for Crescent Lunge. So you're on the ball of the back foot, front leg is lunged, arms are reaching up. Bring your hands forward. Let's find 2 arm sweeps. Inhaling, open, and exhale, close. More of a balance challenge. Inhale, open, and exhale, closed. Open, and close. Last time. Open, and closed. Beautiful. Arms come back up. Find some movement on the ball of the back foot. Bend the knee. Step it forward. Forward fold. This time we'll widen our feet. Find a rag doll. So widen the feet. Bend the knees. And just hang your head. Shake it yes and no. Find some deep breaths. You can find some fluidity here in ragdoll. Closing the eyes and just moving, swaying. And walking your feet back to right under your hips. Setting up for the other side. So as you're ready, inhaling your arms up, keeping your gaze forward, lifting those left heels, that left heel, and stepping back to Warrior Two. Again, I'm sorry that my back is to you, a little unavoidable. Tucking the tail, holding in the belly, arms are straight out. And when you're all set, gaze over those front fingertips and just know that you are fierce. You are a fierce warrior today. You can handle this situation. You've got this. Nice. Take that right hand, tip it into a triangle, Bikram's triangle. Keeping that front leg lunge. Reaching up with the left fingers. And then back to Warrior Two. Nice. Setting up for our snowman. So palms reach up. We're going to lunge even deeper. Inhale up. Straighten that front leg, reach up, look up. And exhale down. Nice deep lunge. Inhale up. And exhale down. Up. And exhale down. Coming back to your Warrior Two. Nice. Take that back hand, sweep it forward. Pivot on that back foot. Whoop. Crescent Lunge. Back leg is straight. You're on the ball of that back foot. Fingertips come forward. 2 set of arm sweeps, opening to the right first. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. Open. And close. Open. And close. Beautiful. Hands come straight up. Bounce on that back foot. As you're ready, stepping it forward. Forward fold. Hanging in your forward fold here. Forward folds are an inversion, so we can get this
inversion benefits without doing a handstand, which is not in my wheelhouse. But forward folds help bring all that blood and oxygen and nutrients to the brain, just like a headstand or handstand. Very beneficial. Bend your knees, and then just roll up. Nice. Whew. I'm going to turn towards you. We'll do a little balance here. I think most of you are aware of Vrikshasana or tree pose. Just a gentle balance. So you have a couple of options. We'll start with the left knee here. Bring it out so it faces the side. Big toes on the ground. So you can stay here. This is balance already. I'm already a little wobbly this morning like this. You can bring that foot just to the shin or calf. You can bring it all the way up here if you choose. Today I'm just gonna bring my foot to the calf, but really work on opening that knee. And we're just gonna find some balance here. Hold in the belly, tuck the tail. And then if you're comfortable here, let's grow some branches. Woo! I'm a tree swaying in the wind here. If you're comfortable here, start looking up. If you're comfortable here, close your eyes. Challenge your balance. Nice, and then release everything. Finding your movement, whatever you need to do to transition to the other side. And as you're ready, we'll bring the weight into that left foot. Toes come to the mat, right knee pointed out to the side. You can stay here. Bring that foot to the calf or all the way up to the inner thigh. Just work on opening that knee. Hold in the belly, nice and tight. Squeeze that standing leg. Nice. Let's grow some branches, tall. If you're good here, you want more, look up. And if you want more still, close your eyes. Beautiful job. And then release everything down. Coming to the middle of your mat. Inhale your arms up for the last time. And exhale, fold. Coming down to your knees. Finding a child's pose. Your big toes touch. Your knees are out wide. And then you'll start walking your hands forward, lowering the chest, keeping your glutes and heels together, resting your forehead, and go ahead and relax your arms. They don't need to be engaged for this. So just find this as a resting posture. And come back to your breath. So as you're laying here, inhale through the nose and fill that belly full of air. And as you're ready, exhaling out through the mouth. Feels so good to be here right now. Again, inhale through the nose, fill the belly full of air. Hold at the top, open mouth. And then just come back to your natural breath. Slowly, with control, bring yourself, your chest back up, and bring your knees together. And then come forward onto your belly and your forearms for Sphinx Pose. So our elbows are right underneath our shoulders, our fingers are wide, legs are long behind us, and our chest is lifted. We're not sinking down into our shoulders, we're lifting up. It's a little back bend here. Engagement through the chest and shoulders. Everything else should be relaxed. And just close down the eyes or soften the gaze. Continue to find your breath. And then from here, bend that right leg. Reach back to find that foot. And then come all the way, forehead to your hand. And bring that heel to your glute for a belly down Virasana, or hero's pose. Stretching the front of that quad. You're in control of how much stretch you want for that quad. And just pause. Maybe notice your belly on the mat and your breath against the mat. And release that right foot. Bend the left, grab the foot, and then back, forehead back down on your hand. Heel to glute. Release the left foot down. Bring your hands to push-up position. And then as you're ready, pushing up to a knee plank. Fingers are spread wide. We're in a knee plank, so our knees are behind our hips. Setting up for a body wave is what I like to call it. So we'll start with a yogi push-up, elbows really close into the body. Push yourself back up, hips to heels. And again, back to knee plank. Yogi push-up. Back up, hips to heels. Knee plank, yogi push-up, hips to heels. One more time. Knee plank, yogi push-up, hips to heels. Pausing here in a little seed. Forehead to the ground, arms by your side. onto your seat, setting up for a straddle here. So legs are out wide. Doesn't matter how wide they go, we're just stretching the inner thigh, finding those sits bones below. And we're just gonna sit up tall, elongate the neck, flex those feet back, engage the quads. So we're working just by engaging the quads and using our core muscles to sit up nice and tall. Nice. Take that left foot and bring it in towards the right thigh. Inhale the arms up, turn the torso towards that right thigh, and just bend over that thigh. Doesn't matter how far you go. We're just stretching, cooling down here. Keep that right foot flexed. Push the back of the knee into the mat. It'll really stretch the back of the hamstring if you engage the front. Push the back of the knee into the mat. Allows for a longer hamstring. And then release back to a seat. Take that right foot, place it on the outside of the left thigh. Ooh, I'm backwards, aren't I? Sorry about that. I'm not mirroring you anymore. So we'll say that this is the left thigh. And then twist over to your left. Again, that backhand can be just a little kickstand. Make sure that left glute is on the floor. Just enjoy noticing that feeling in your back twisting. Can you feel that twist? Can you go within and make your world smaller and just notice what's happening in your body right now? And then release forward. Take that left foot. Bring it up into your arms. Maybe that foot can come up to the elbow crease, maybe not. We're just gonna cradle, kind of give ourselves a little rock. Such a concerning time for us. Just feeling the love for ourselves, cradling, rocking. Gently release. Right leg comes out, opposite leg. I'm sorry I messed you up. Other leg comes in towards the inner thigh. Inhale your arms up. Turn towards that extended leg and fold over. Flex that extended leg foot. Push the back of the knee into the floor. Engage the quad. And come back up. Take that extended foot, bring it to the outside of the other thigh, reach around the knee and twist. Bring that glute to the floor. Again, kickstand, or you can do the bind, whatever you choose. And again, bring your awareness into your person, into your small little world right here. Notice what you're feeling. I feel a pull in my glute. Where do you feel it? Do you feel the twist in your back?
What are you feeling? Pay attention. You are that important. And then release forward once again. Take that leg. You can just hold that foot in your hand. If you'd like more of a stretch, bring it up to the elbow crease. And just rock, cradle that leg. This is like a pigeon, if you will. It's kind of stretching that piriformis. But right now it's all about cradling and loving ourselves and reassuring ourselves that we will get through this. And then gently release. Coming to your back, bringing your knees into your chest. Finding any movement here that feels good. And your arms will come out to a T, knees stay into your chest. And we'll lower the knees over to the right. Just a gentle twist. We don't need to push it. We're just cooling down. Take a big belly breath. Side out. Activating that parasympathetic nervous system, telling our bodies that we're safe, we're okay. Maybe you can take this deep belly breath off of the mat to reassure our system that we're okay. Slowly lift the left knee, followed by the right, back to chest. And then slowly and with control, lowering over to the left for a twist. Lifting the right knee, followed by the left. Last time, knees into your chest, finding your movement. And then we're going to extend our legs long. Bring some space between the feet, maybe opening your arms to a T. Find a nice star. You're all stars today. And rainbows and butterflies and snowmen. We had a lot of friends today. Try to soften on the floor. Can you identify what's still tight? What are you holding on to? What area are you holding? Let it go. Maybe it's your feet. Maybe it's your shoulders, your neck, your jaw. Find some softness for just 3 breaths. Completely let go.
And slowly and with control, just roll to your side and gently push yourself up and come up to a seat. Finding Sukhasana once again, or crisscross. Keeping the eyes closed, finding any last movement or wiggles. And then as you're ready, bringing your hands to your heart center. Tuck your chin slightly, elongating the back of your neck. It has been such a pleasure bringing this Hatha class to you today. I appreciate your patience with my first time videotaping. I appreciate you coming and showing up for yourself and creating some fluidity to go with the flow of all the craziness that's happening today in this world. I wish you health. I wish you peace. I wish you a beautiful day.